Nichole, we've been working together for about 5 months now, and I just wanted to call you and congratulate you. So let's have a little bit of a recap on your experience. So, what were some of the things that you had tried before, and what were your results?
I've tried pretty much every diet, South Beach, Atkins slash keto, a personal trainer. I've tried a lot of different things, tons of cardio, no weights, and I would lose weight, but then I would always gain it if I wasn't consistently like running, if I had a little bit of carbs, if I was doing like a lower carb one and then I ate some carbs, I would just gain it all back. So it was definitely like yo-yo dieting.
I see, I see. So, what was the most recent thing that you were doing before us? You were working with a personal trainer, right?
Yes, I was working with a personal trainer and I was tracking my food and I saw some results, but I gained back the weight if I wasn't tracking exactly. And I hurt my back, so I wasn't able to work out as
Oh,
much.
no, you hurt your
Um,
back while you were working with this trainer.
I'm
Is that,
sorry.
did you say you hurt your back like while you were working with this trainer?
I had back issues before, so I like re-injured it. So I wasn't able to work out as consistently. And then I ended up gaining the weight again.
I see. Yeah, that's definitely very frustrating. So, how, was this extra weight affecting your day to day in terms of like how you felt energy wise?
I felt very tired throughout the day. Having to work and look at yourself in the mirror all day was also more like emotionally trying. So I definitely wanted to lose weight to feel better about myself, how I presented myself, and how I looked to my clients.
Definitely. Yeah. So, what about in terms of like how this was affecting other areas of your life? So, with I know you have a daughter. So how is that affecting that?
I just felt tired and
Mhm.
I think more moody.
I see. I see. Alrighty. So, what were the kind of goals that you're looking to achieve?
I definitely wanted to lose weight and tone up again. 2 years ago, I was very tone and I felt confident in like a strapless dress or a tank top. And so I wanted to get back to that where you could see some definition. And I was fitting into my size 8, 10 again, not 12, 14s. Um, and just feel better overall. That was really my goal.
Okay. And so, why was this so important for you to achieve?
Because I did not like how I felt. I didn't like how I felt emotionally. I felt really depressed and just very low energy and very low confidence. So I wanted to feel better about myself and how I look and how I present myself. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to get back on track with fitness.
Definitely, definitely. So, in terms of like how we met, I'm pretty sure. So, I met you through Instagram and we had connected just through another personal training kind of circle.
Yes. Someone tagged you and then I started following you.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So, in terms of, when we first started working together, did you have any concerns about, making this big investment in your health?
No, I already set my mind up at the end of March that I was going to get back on track and I was going to stick with it until I hit my goal and I wasn't going to get frustrated and kind of fall off again.
Mhm.
So I was already in that mindset that I wanted to do this. I just needed some more help because I didn't really understand macros. So that was the biggest area. And then I always like following a workout guide. I like to have something that I can follow and I'm not guessing on what I should be doing.
I see. So you already kind of knew the value in hiring a personal trainer, and so you weren't necessarily nervous in making this kind of investment. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I
Okay,
was
we're just ready.
confident that, yeah, I was definitely ready.
So, what was your experience with working with me? What were some of the actions that you took every week?
I worked out 3 times a week, which was very convenient for my schedule with work and my daughter. So it was easy to fit in those 3 workouts, and then just tracking everything and being consistent, because sometimes I get tired of tracking and I don't want to track anymore. So having somebody there to like make sure I'm tracking
Mhm,
was very helpful.
mhm. Yeah, so did you find those weekly progress check-in calls helpful?
Yes, definitely. I feel like it made me more accountable of what I was doing.
Mhm. That's good. And were you able to take away some good feedback from that too?
Yes, because I had a big problem with under eating.
Mhm.
If I'm busy and I don't think about eating, I don't really think to schedule time. So that helped me like be more aware that, okay, I need to block out time. I need to make sure I'm getting enough protein in. So those were definitely good, like coaching and tips when I wasn't really sure what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. I see. So what were some things that you did learn?
I learned how to better portion my meals, definitely, and have them more consistent throughout the day, and not eating too much at night or eating too much in the morning. Making sure I get in snacks so that I'm eating throughout the day. Um, and then just when to fit in the best time to do the workout.
Mm. Okay, that's great. So do you feel like doing this structure with me online kind of allowed you to be more independent in your fitness journey while still getting, the support that you needed?
Yes, I was able to tailor it to my life whenever I could fit in working out, either in the evening or in the morning. I was able to tailor it to that, but I was still able to have somebody there to help me if I had any questions.
Mhm.
So I could follow your program, but I could make it fit whenever I was able to get it in, either morning or evening, whatever it was.
That's awesome. So, in terms of like some of the other stuff that we worked on together, we also worked on your mindset. So, what things, from that first unit did you kind of take away and find helpful?
More like saying nice things to yourself and motivating yourself like mentally. That was a big one.
Mhm,
I do that a lot with my daughter, but I sometimes don't remember to do it for myself.
mhm.
So getting discouraged and just kind of like pep talking yourself, I think was very helpful, and definitely something that helped me feel more motivated.
That's awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. So, also another thing that I had kind of focused on, I think more towards the second month, was setting your environment up for success. So, what tips or tricks did you really find helpful that you were able to implement into your life?
Um, I would set up my calendar for when I wanted to work out, and I would have my workout clothes out in the morning so that when I woke up, it was already there, ready to go. I would get dressed and get my workout done. So prepping the night before helped me like prepare mentally that, okay, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do this. And then just reminding myself that, I feel good when I work out. So I want to
Mhm.
work out.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, in terms of like, yeah, just like the program as a whole, what was the thing that you liked the most?
I liked the workouts for sure. They were very convenient. They weren't, my trainer before was 6 days a week, like 2 hours a
Mhm.
day. So it was really hard to get the workouts in. When, sometimes I could only do half a workout, and then I felt like I wasn't getting, um, like I wasn't being consistent, or I wasn't going to get the results because I could only do an hour instead of the
Yeah,
2 hours. So that was really hard to fit in. And I had one day off, and it was exhausting, like mentally and physically. So definitely the 3 days a week, and even upping it to 4 was still like enough to get it in and not enough to be like overwhelming or exhausting.
definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's something, that I really preach to all of my clients. And because, I've been there, I've been like you, I've, had trainers on me who try to, have you train every single day. And it just really
Mhm.
is sustainable long term. It'll get you those results right away, which is cool. But then, after you just kind of stop doing everything and then you just put it all back on. So,
Yeah.
I'd rather just do something that's sustainable because, we're going to be healthy the rest of our life and have to carry these habits.
Right.
So, let's talk about your results. So, I know within pretty much the first 3 months, you got down to about 184. So, you
Hmm.
dropped about 16 pounds total. And then we kind of had a little bit of up and down near the end. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so how have you changed physically? What were some of the actual changes on your body that you noticed and that maybe others noticed?
I'm definitely a lot smaller in my midsection, which is where I struggle with a lot. Um, and I'm 185. I just weighed myself, so I'm still right in the lower end.
Mhm.
I feel a lot more energetic. I mean, I want to lose some more, but I like how I look. And I get a lot of compliments from people who haven't seen in a while that they say things like, you look so skinny and you've lost so much weight and you look like you lost 20 pounds. And so hearing stuff like that is definitely reassuring. And
Mhm.
it's nice to know that other people notice it.
Mhm. Definitely. That's amazing. And that makes me so happy to hear. Um,
Mhm.
so in terms of, obviously this fitness journey, it's more than just physical, but it's also mental. So how have you changed mentally?
I definitely don't feel like depressed anymore or sluggish. Um, I don't feel like I'm as moody, or my like patience isn't as small. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel better overall, like mentally, physically, emotionally. I don't feel I just don't feel sad. Like
Mhm.
I guess I was like really sad and felt really bad about myself, and I don't feel that anymore.
That's awesome. That's great. So, in terms of, how this has affected other areas of your life, so, how has this affected your relationship with your daughter and, your ability to be a mom and be involved in her life?
Well, it shows her that eating healthy is important,
Hmm.
and being active is important. So being able to get up and do things with her and not feel tired, I know that she's noticed that, and that's definitely helped too. To just show that when you build these healthy habits, like you're gonna be healthy and it's gonna have a positive reaction in your life in every area. And I think she's noticed that as well.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I'm glad, you're able to learn these habits now so you can teach her and help her to,
Mhm.
grow up healthy also, because it's important to, lead by example. So, what other ways has this affected you in terms of like maybe like your ability to be able to do more activities or go to more places? Has any of that changed?
Um, I don't know about going more places just because not a lot of things are open.
Yeah, that's true with
Um,
COVID.
I know that's like kind of hard right now, but I think just feeling better in my clothes. Like whenever I do go out, I feel like I look good and I feel confident. That's definitely um I don't feel as insecure. So whether that's going out with friends or just working, I feel like I look good, and so I feel better about myself.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I know you had said, you have like a boyfriend or someone who you're talking to, which is awesome. So has this kind of allowed you to be able to kind of put yourself back out there in the dating industry or the dating scene?
Um, yeah, I mean, I knew him before, but
Mhm.
I feel like I look good, so I feel more confident, and I think that's helped our relationship. So I don't feel as insecure about myself, or maybe like I don't look good enough for him. I feel like I do. So that has helped as well, like in my personal relationship with him.
That's awesome. Is there anything else that you can think of in terms of like how this has affected your life in a positive way?
Yeah, I've actually motivated a couple of my friends. One of my friends joined, a couple others haven't yet, but it was nice to see that they watch my Instagram, which I don't really pay attention if people do or not. So it
Mhm.
was nice to hear comments of, people saying that I'm motivating them, or I'm like an inspiration. So that's nice to hear. Yeah. So that's definitely something that personally that I wasn't really trying to motivate anyone. I was just
Mhm.
putting it out there, and it's nice to see that I'm impacting other people in a positive way.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's part of the reason, why I have you guys post, twice a week on Instagram, you working out or eating healthy because, you never know who's watching and you
Mhm.
can always be that inspiration for someone else. So that's really cool that you actually got to experience that firsthand.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well, Nicole, working with you has been such a pleasure. I'm honestly like so proud of you, for staying consistent through it all and like how much you've, changed not only physically but mentally. And, I'm just really proud of you. And I, hope that we can continue, working again in the future.
Thank you so much.